So here's a plot twist. The best road trip car might not even be an SUV at all. It might just be this spaceship-looking Hyundai Staria. And today we're going to find out if that's actually true. But before we get into it, hit that subscribe button if you want to follow this series where I test everything from luxury SUVs to family buses to see which one is the ultimate road trip car. My name is Julie and welcome back to the Yes List Road Trip Edition, a series where I don't focus on things like drag races or how fast the car can get from 0 to 100, but I focus on the important road trip things like safety, space, storage, tech, all of that stuff, and whether your mom and dog as well as the cooler box will all survive the trip together. Let's get into it. First impressions, you can't ignore this thing. It looks like a bullet train mixed with a spaceship. You get the smooth front, LED light bar, and huge windows. Now, compare it to the Jeep in episode 1. The Jeep looked powerful, but the Staria looks futuristic. You know, people stop and stare, kids point, drivers double take. So for a road trip presence, this gets a big yes. But here's the catch. With all 11 seats up, the boot space is pretty much non-existent. But you can very easily adjust the back seat and just pull it a little bit forward and you get decent boot space. And if you fold this seat down, you get a lot of space. I mean, you can pack your luggage in, you can pack everything you need for a holiday. So, I mean, all in all, not that bad. Category 2, driver comfort. Now, if you are the designated road trip driver, listen up. The seating position is incredible. I'm sitting super high up. I have a very clear view of what's in front of me because of this massive windscreen and these windows next to me. I just feel so in control. And the 2.2 liter diesel paired to an 8-speed auto is very smooth, it's quiet, and it's surprisingly relaxed even at 120 kilometers per hour. Is it as plush as the Jeep? No. Is it more comfortable over long distances? Honestly, possibly yes. Because the ride is softer, the cabin is brighter, and the visibility is unmatched. You can't talk about a road trip without thinking of passenger comfort. Now that is our next category, and this is where the Staria really starts to flex. 11 seats, 3 full rows behind the driver, headroom for days, legroom everywhere, rear AC vents, huge windows, and sunlight pouring in. If the Jeep was a luxury lounge, the Staria is a moving Airbnb. Every single passenger gets actual comfort. Like even in row 3, there's so much space. Your knees are not in your ribs. You don't have to fight for a good space. And there's no, oh my word, I'm sitting in the middle again, trauma. There's space for everyone. And I actually, as a tall passenger, feel super comfortable. Category 4, space and practicality. Now, this feels kind of unfair because the Hyundai Staria is basically a rolling apartment. Storage everywhere, cup holders, shelves, trays, side pockets, floor space, overhead space, you name it. Category number 5, tech for the road. Now, this one surprised me because even though this isn't the luxury trim, it's the executive trim, you still get a lot. You get a big touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth, a reverse camera, rear sensors, digital instrument cluster, USB ports, multiple charging points, rear AC controls, and did I mention you get wireless charging, which is a big, big win. So is it as high-tech as a Jeep? Not at all. But everything you need for a modern road trip is here, and it works simply. Next up is safety and driver assist. Now for a car this size, safety is super important. The Staria has 6 airbags, stability control, traction control, hill assist, anti-lock brakes, you get reverse cameras, rear sensors, and the view out is so good that you feel very in control. Is it as advanced as Jeep's full suite of driver aids? No. But for real-world road trips, this is solid. Fuel efficiency is where the Staria quietly passes most other SUVs. The diesel sips fuel, and on the highway, it's surprisingly efficient for something that's shaped like a loaf of bread. And compared to the Jeep, let's just say the Staria is much more budget-friendly for a road trip. Next up, Roadtrip Experience. Now, if you get into this car with me and we go on a road trip, it's gonna be a good time. Listen, everyone can come with, and everyone will be comfortable. I think of road trips now as a student. When I was at Stellenbosch, we used to go on road trips with really small cars, and when you stop at a petrol station and you hop out, everyone is like half bent, they feel super stiff and tired. At this thing, I will feel energized, I can play games at the back, you can take naps. Man, Roadtrip Experience is a 10 out of 10. Adventure Readiness. Now, this isn't an off-roader like the Jeep, but for rural roads, gravel roads, campsite entrances, or detours, it does the job and it does it calmly. The ride height is really good, the ground clearance is not bad at all, and the traction control isn't an issue. Yes, it's not a 4x4 and can't do 4x4 trails, but it is built to drive real South African roads. So for that, I think it's not a problem. And our final category, overall value for road trips. Now, this is a tough one because the Jeep gave you luxury, 4x4 ability, air suspension, gadgets, and status. The Staria gives you space, comfort, efficiency, practicality, passenger happiness. If your goal is the absolute best experience for a big group, the Staria will actually beat the Jeep. But if your goal is luxury and capability, the Jeep still wins. So the real question is, do you want to travel in style or do you want to travel with everyone in comfort? But here's the challenge, and this is something you only realize once you actually live with the Staria. And this is that space doesn't always equal practicality. Let's say you have all 11 seats upright, your boot space basically disappears. It's literally a sliver of space left. You can like fit a backpack or something like that, but that means you have to fold down the back rows. So again, you don't have 11 seats. You need to keep that in mind. And then the car is massive. So on the open road, it is a dream, but at tight parking spaces or petrol stations, we have to, fit in tight spaces. It feels like you're like driving a mini aircraft. And it's not a massive problem, but it's something that most SUV drivers don't actually have to worry about. So although the Staria wins in a lot of categories, something you need to remember is this isn't an SUV, it is a minibus. So where does the 2022 Hyundai Staria sit on our yes list? Well, the Jeep is our luxury king. The Staria is our practicality king. It's two totally different winners, two totally different types of road trips. But the Staria still definitely deserves a spot near the top. It's time for our leaderboard update. Still at our #1 spot, we've got the Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's the luxury and comfort champion. And then, close on its heels, we've got the Hyundai Staria, the people mover champion. Yes, if you have a road trip for 2, the winner would be a Jeep, but a road trip for 8, the winner would be a Hyundai Staria. And a road trip where everyone is invited, still the Staria, because it can fit 11 people. And that's it for this week's episode of the Yes List Road Trip Edition. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if the boot space is actually a deal breaker for you, and if you would choose the Jeep or the Staria. And our series is not over because next week we have our next car on the road trip list. So I'll see you next week. Bye!